Chippewas and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Restate the State Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Kidd Brewer Stadium at App State is one of the most exciting stadiums in the country. 30,000 strong, the Rock gets rocking. It is the highest college football stadium on the east end of the Mississippi. It opened in 1962 and saw a $50 million expansion in 2020. The Rock gets loud. That's why App State is so tough at home. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Mountaineers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Chippewas headed quickly to the line.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. They knock him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch. They're in overdrive already into the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Sends it back in motion. Maybe some room here. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Chippewas line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. No room to run, and he stopped right in the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Chips.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Okay, things weren't looking good early. The opponent drives down the field on the opening drive, scores, and now on their opening touch of the game, they're not even bringing the offense on the field. They're able to score a touchdown and answer with a phenomenal kick return. TD changing the game on special teams early.
Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Central Michigan offense takes the field to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McIntosh. Could be an alley.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Chippewas are in the hurry-up.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. Snags it, and there's running room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll try to do it himself. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
On the run, it's Blue. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Back's looking for the goal line. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. looking for an open area to his left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Galloway. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Goes high to pull it in. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the QB finds his guy again for the 2nd time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Lewis. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. On the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. trying to make magic with his feet. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Chippewas want to crank the tempo.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a...
Turning it on. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Makes a man miss. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. And the Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Central Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. If they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Chippewas and the Bowling Green Falcons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I spoke to the Falcons head coach before this matchup. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Chippewas will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. Makes a move. Ran through the oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, BG. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense, we always talk about offense, but man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Flushed out of the pocket. Got the first down. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Going to try to get it himself. Ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll pitch it.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Yeah, they decide to go for a fourth down, and they get rewarded. He makes a quick decision, gets the first down. Nice job by this offense, and specifically the QB making a nice read.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Breaks into the open. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Chippewas come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Flores. Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? buys time. He's outside. He's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now. And they've got the defense on their heels.
Caught behind the line. It's McIntosh. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Flores. That's caught. It's Blue. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Takes his shot. Snagged in the middle. It's Blue. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of them. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blue. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working on the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
Caught in the backfield. It's McIntosh. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Chippewas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Zings it complete to the right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
And the Falcons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Options galore here, 2nd and just a few inches. The option look. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Falcons come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wide receiver. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what. Keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still...
There's a crease. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. It's Flores. Fires it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going for a big play downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have...
Here's a little room there. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down.
There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man...
Touchdown, Chips! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Sims. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Falcons in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver.
Makes the catch, and he's got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Falcons. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
To throw, it's Flores. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Into the third quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Blue. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Running inside, it's Blue. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
The Falcons can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They'll move the tight end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Fourth down, same as first, same as second, same as third for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big first down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
And the Falcons have it in scoring position on first and goal. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field. You get a fourth and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's first and 15. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Townsend. And they're able to make the tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Going to take a shot on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles,
there's some room. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
Right back to him on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in the third down.
Snags it, and he's open. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Throws for the tight end, and they can't make the connection.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, BG! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs
Michigan Chippewas. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Chippewas ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his own 20. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Gives it on the option. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Might as well stick with him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Humphrey. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Lobos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give on the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And the Lobos have their offense in high gear. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Lobos will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Central Michigan. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position